Yeah, plenty of pre-season matches underway, but today in Burgess Hill there's one of a slightly different kind, and I'm pleased to say I'm joined by the Southampton manager Russell Martin to explain just why we are here in West Sussex this afternoon. Nice to see you, Russell. Just give us a little bit of information about the Foundation's match.
Yeah, we're here to raise money for the Russell Martin Foundation and especially our new Disability and Health Department, just to carry on growing our initiatives and to keep promoting what the Foundation does, really, because the team here, I have nothing to do with it really now. I just speak to them all the time, and I'm the chairman of the trustees, but I help facilitate the creation of it, obviously. And now it's run by some brilliant people that do brilliant things, and we're playing against a local team to us today, Burgess Hill, that we have a good relationship with, and they're playing a Legends team against a team of all sorts, really, for us, some celebrities. I'm managing the team, so hopefully we can win.
I've heard there's been a few dropouts though, so you might actually have to play.
Well, I'm hoping there's a few dropouts so I can get my boots on, but I'm a bit injured at the moment, so I keep joining in with the lads, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
In terms of Southampton, there was another pre-season match yesterday. How are you feeling the strength of your squad is going?
Yeah, I'm really happy where they're at physically, and in terms of the feeling of the group's really good. I think we're all agreed and aligned, myself and the ownership group, that we will need some additions to help us out for sure, but we have time, and I'm really relaxed about it. We're working really hard behind the scenes on that. So, but yeah, I love the group of players we're working with. They give us absolutely everything. I really enjoyed yesterday's performance on the whole against a tough Millwall side. So, yeah, I think we're in a good place.
You talk about the strength there. This morning, a bid from the club to Liverpool has been rejected for Fabio Carvalho. Could you just tell us a bit more about that?
Well, it's a player we've liked for a while, Fabio. We spoke in January, and then we couldn't quite get it done for one reason or another, and we had a lot of strength in that position as well in January. So he went and done really well at Hull. We are linked, and yeah, rumour mill at this time of year as well is really hot. So we've been linked with a lot of players, some far away from the truth, some very true. But he's a player I admire and I like, but I'm sure lots of other managers do as well. So I don't really have any more information on it right now apart from that, and we'll have to wait and see.
But we know that Liverpool would like a permanent deal as opposed to a loan, so potentially you might go back and continue those negotiations?
Again, I think I'm on a call this evening because it never stops during pre-season, so I'll enjoy this game today, and then I'll be on a call this evening with the owners and the chief exec Phil Parsons, and we'll discuss the strategy moving forward on every player that we are currently involved with, and there's a lot because it's the transfer window. I think it's the same for every club. You have to be ready for things change. Things are very fluid, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
I know earlier in the week you spoke to us about Kyle Walker-Peters and the fact that you want him to be with you next season. Any more developments on his future at St Mary's?
Well, I think he's not played a minute yet in pre-season because of the uncertainty around his situation and the amount of interest in him. But again, like I keep saying the same thing to you, we just have to wait and see because I just don't know. I haven't got a crystal ball. Would I like him to be part of us and in the group? 100%. But I just can't see how. Yeah, I just can't see at the minute how things change right now. So we're just going to have to wait and see how the situation evolves. And if Carl's still with us after August 31st, amazing. If he's not, it will mean that he's gone for the money that our owners and the club deem him worth. And then I'm hopeful that can help us to then recruit and strengthen our group.
And just finally, for people watching this before the kickoff at 1:30, just tell them a bit more about this match today and if they can come down and support the cause.
Yeah, it should be good fun. I don't think it'll get taken too seriously. Well, I hope not on the pitch, but I'm hoping for lots of goals. We've got lots of kids from our academy coming down. There'll be a lot of them in their red and black shirts, and there's already quite a few Saints fans, which I'm really grateful that have travelled down to be here and come and be part of it. So, yeah, I'm expecting a good crowd. It should be a really good day, and it's all to raise money for Burgess Hill Town Football Club and for the Russell Martin Foundation, and which will only benefit the local community.
Well, I'll be hearing even more breaking news, and I think you might be playing today, so I'm going to let you go and let you get your boots on. But thanks for joining us, and we'll have plenty more from Burgess Hill and Russell Martin throughout the afternoon.
A really interesting conversation that with Russell Martin, wasn't it? You see the breaking news there, Liverpool rejecting that bid from Southampton for Fabio Carvalho. Interesting development. Mark McAdam joins us to discuss it. Mark, do you think the deal could still happen for Carvalho?
Southampton will be hoping so. Liverpool, not so much. Of course, he joined Liverpool in the summer of 2022 from Fulham for around £5 million. Spent last season on loan, firstly at RB Leipzig, then at Hull, and it was in the January when he potentially was available on loan that Russell Martin, Southampton, tried to sign Fabio Carvalho. So we know that there's been a long-standing interest in the player, someone who was exceptional really for Liam Rosenior in the Championship last season, scored 9 goals in 20 Championship starts, so he certainly knows where the back of the net is. He's a versatile attacking midfielder, someone that can play on the left or the right or as a number 10, and you've seen in pre-season his impact for Liverpool, hence why there's a reluctance for them to sell someone that could be a big part of the furniture at Anfield moving forward. We know the bid that was rejected from Southampton by Liverpool was 15 million. We don't know the details of what they would accept, if they would accept anything at this stage. But it is certainly one to monitor. Obviously, as you saw from that interview there, Russell Martin said he's got a transfer call, a transfer committee conversation, I guess, with Rasmus Ankersen, other members of the hierarchy at Southampton to discuss their next moves. You'd be surprised, based on what he said there, if he wasn't willing to go back in with potentially a second offer and test Liverpool's resolve. But clearly a player of quality, 21 years old.
Yeah.
He's a talent that Russell Martin likes, so certainly one to keep an eye on. I think I'm more intrigued as to how Russell Martin gets on when he puts on his boots this afternoon, playing there in a charity game. You know, the season is less than 2 weeks away, and Russell Martin is out there doing charity work. I think it gives you an indication as to the type of character he is when most managers are fully focused on a Premier League campaign. He's doing his bit for local communities. So, yeah, one to keep an eye on, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Mark McAdam, thank you very much for now.